So you're a beginner to wrestling, you're trying to learn how to get into a stance and how to move in your stance because you've gone to one wrestling practice or you're really not confident in your stand-up game and you just feel awkward moving around. Well, here in this video, I'm going to show you the keys to a good stance, how you can get comfortable in it, and some games you can play to feel really good and solid about your stance. So, first thing when it comes to a wrestling stance is don't stand up tall like this, like you see jiu-jitsu guys do. Bend your knees. We want to be athletic. We want to be in a position where we can explode to get to a single leg or get to a leg or a body lock. And we also want to be in a position where we can quickly react if someone tries to get to our legs. So all we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees. Now, important point is you can have a square stance if you want, but most guys tend to have a staggered stance where one foot's in front. It can be the right or the left, because if you're in square stance, there's more distance to cover when you step in to try to get to someone's leg. But if you have one here, you're a lot closer and there's less distance to cover when you step. And it's just, I find more athletic, easier to move around when it's staggered versus here. I feel like someone could just hit me in the chest with their head and just double right through me. So, I like to go with my right foot forward because as I've just moved around and experimented with stance, this felt the most natural to me. It felt natural for me to step in and grab a leg on this side versus this side has always just felt a little off. So all you're going to do is once I get done with this stance explanation, you're just going to move around to get comfortable and see which one feels better to you. Some folks will switch legs and feel good doing that. I actually do switch legs, but I still mainly attack to this side. But as you learn to attack both sides, maybe eventually you do switch. But don't worry about that. So we're bending our knees. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our hands up in front of our chest. Now, I like to call these T-Rex arms. My hands aren't out here. If they're here, look at this. A lot of my weight's forward, and if someone were to pull on my head, I'd go right down. We don't want to go down. We want to keep our hands here, elbows in, hands in front. Now, we can use our hands. If someone tries to attack and get to our legs, our hands are right here to block them, and our head is here in the way. That's exactly what we want. We call it head, hands, then there's hips defense, but we're just worried about head and the hands today. So we bend our knees. We got our hands here, T-Rex arms. And we're always keeping them in. We're not flaring them. If we flare them, now people can easily have more space to get to our legs. They can throw our arms by because they're not strong down here. They're not strong up here. They're strong down here. So we want to stay here. Now, once we're here, last piece is your back. So your back doesn't have to be like completely straight. This makes me look interesting. You can keep it a little bent. You'll notice if you watch any foreign wrestlers, some of them have like super rounded backs. It's about finding what's the most comfortable for you. And yeah, so bend your knees, 1 foot forward. Back doesn't have to be completely straight, but you're looking up. Your eyes should be up. And I don't like to stare the person in the eyes because I'm looking you in the eyes right now. Like, that feels really weird. Plus, if I'm looking you in the eyes, I don't see what's going on down here. I don't see what your hands are doing. I don't see where your legs are. So I like to be looking at the hip line down here so I can kind of assess where the legs are, where the hands are, and create openings. So to really finish this off, I bend my knees, foot forward, bent over, T-Rex arms, and I'm looking. Now, to get comfortable, we're just going to move around. So I like to just start by moving in circles. So notice, I shuffle my feet. 1 foot steps, I replace where it was, and I keep doing that. You can go the other way. Wrestling's a game of short, choppy steps, so you always keep your balance and a strong foundation. If I go like this, big step, look at this. I could get knocked over so easily. So short, choppy steps. And the last guideline here is try not to cross your feet when you're stepping, because if you cross your feet, I've lassoed myself. I could knock myself over doing that, or if I do that and I do keep my balance, if someone shoots, I'm in a straight line. I can't get my leg back. So now they got my leg, they got double leg, I'm falling right over. So we're just here, we're moving. Throw 1 minute on the clock. Over the weeks, add a little more time. Just get used to moving in this. It requires some conditioning, but you can build that up over time. You don't need much space. Look at this. This is all I got right now. Practice circling one way, circling the other, moving forward. In wrestling, we're always taking angles and moving forward. We're never moving backwards, because if we're moving backwards, he can shoot on me. I can't sprawl. I can't sprawl while I'm going backwards. I can sprawl while I'm going forward. Get my legs back. So that's stance in motion for you guys. One really good drill to check your stance and see if you're still strong in it when you're moving is put your hands behind your back. I call it the handcuff drill. You're gonna get in your stance. You're just keeping your arms back here. You're gonna have your partner pull on your head, and your job is just to stay strong here. It'll help you develop that wrestler neck and see how strong your stance is. So pulling on my head, staying strong. You're gonna learn that you don't like when people pull on your head here, because it is tiring. So you're gonna learn to change angles and move so you can get their arms off. It's a great game, great drill for that. And then the last one is when we're in our wrestling stance, we wanna learn how to change our level. So eventually we can get under our opponent's stance, their head and arms, and get to a leg. So a great game to do this is one partner is gonna get in their stance. Well, both partners are gonna get in their stances. Player A or partner A is gonna change their level like this. The other partner has to change their level at the same time. Now, why we do this? If I change my level and my partner doesn't change theirs, that means if we were practicing takedowns, I'm lower than them. Now there's an opportunity for me to get to a leg. If they do change their level to match mine, now their head and hands are in the way, and now they're learning how to react and block me from getting to their legs. So, awesome, fun game. So I'm here. Right now I don't have a partner, so it's me versus me. And this drill teaches you how to fake, because fakes are all about changing levels. Sometimes I like to just touch the mat to make sure I'm actually changing my level. And when you're changing your level, you're squatting at the knees. You're not bending like this. No one's gonna fall for a fake if you do that. I'm squatting. If you struggle with this, kickstand squats are a great exercise where you go like this.